How's it going, guys? Once again here answering questions, and if this is how's it going, guys? Once again here answering questions, and if there's noise from the AC, I'm sorry, but it's really f***ing warm, and I'm not gonna switch it off. So today's topic is fat loss procedures. I've been getting some ads from aesthetic clinics offering some new stuff that I'm not really confident about, so here I am to talk about that. The three things we're gonna discuss is fat loss massages, so like lymphatic drainage and all of those kind of new massages, whatever it is they call it, I don't care, that kind of stuff. Then cool sculpting or fat freezing, whatever you want to call it. And lastly, carboxytherapy, which is something new that I never heard about. So let's not waste any time, and starting with the massages, that's the easiest one, is just plain bullshit. There's no evidence or mechanism of action to suggest that that's gonna work in any way. So no, you're not gonna lose fat with a massage, and you're also not gonna move the fat around in your body with a massage, okay? No, it doesn't work in any way, shape, or form.
Smell like a pile of bullshit!
Now for the other two, they have a common theme, which is they claim to make you lose fat in specific spots. So you treat a certain spot and then you lose fat right there. So fat freezing, as the name says, it's gonna freeze the fat cells, killing them, and then you're gonna lose fat that way. And the other one, carboxytherapy, is basically injecting carbon dioxide to your fat cells, which means your body will have to increase the blood flow there to get rid of the carbon dioxide. Therefore, the increased blood flow will increase fat oxidation, and then you're gonna lose more fat there. Now, both of them have a common problem, and that is even if you kill the fat cell or if you increase the blood flow, the fat doesn't just teleport to a different dimension, okay? So even if it worked, the fat will be hanging around there until you either burn it or store somewhere else. Now the guys from fat freezing get around the problem by saying you need to do the procedure along with some nutritional guidance. And most of the studies happen like that. So they do the procedure, they go on a diet, and the problem is now, how do we know if it was a diet that worked or if it was a procedure that worked? And how do we know if you lost fat in specifically that spot or if you just lost fat overall? The studies that I've read didn't really clarify much of that, so I'm kind of very skeptical that it actually does work. I'm not saying that it doesn't necessarily work, I guess it could work, but the evidence so far is not necessarily very compelling. Now on the other hand, when it comes to carboxytherapy, the research is much better in the sense that there's more research and they account for those things. However, there's quite a few things there that just don't make much sense. The main thing that I don't really get is that they claim that it works for like the first 30 days, okay? But if you're injecting carbon dioxide to your fat, your body's not gonna clear it in 30 days, okay? It's gonna clear very quickly. And another problem with the time frame thing is that also it works for the first 30 and 60 days, but it looks like after 5 or 6 months you start to lose the results and then it's just not there anymore. And the studies compared one side to the other side, for example, and they showed a fat loss on one side only. But the subjects didn't lose weight. So I'm kind of confused as how do you lose fat without losing fat? Does it just evaporate? Does it go to another universe? Like, I'm very confused. Now I know that what I'm saying is not very conclusive, and yeah, fair enough, because guess what? The evidence is not very conclusive and we don't know enough to make like wild claims, okay? What I'm trying to say is I coach nutrition, I coach training, and that's what I advocate for. If you're really big and you have to lose a whole bunch of fat, doing these things is not gonna work for you, okay? You have way bigger problems than localized fat somewhere. Also, health-wise, you're not really looking to lose the subcutaneous fat, which is the fat that you can actually see, but instead the visceral fat, which is the one that's inside. Now, if you're already pretty lean and you just have a little bit of an excess of fat somewhere, belly or something like that, I'm not saying that it does work, but I guess it could work. If you're already training in a good diet and you're losing fat, maybe that will help. I personally wouldn't waste my money on that stuff. As you can see, just diet has been working pretty well for me. But if you have a whole bunch of spare money and you want to try something new, I guess why not? Just be aware that it's not 100% sure and certain that's going to work, and that still you need to be losing fat in itself for it to work. That said, I hope this was useful. If you have any questions, let me know. Like, share, subscribe, all of that stuff. Thanks once again for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.